The latest revelation shows that next week Hope and Carter will officially step up to power at Forrester Creations. This move is not only surprising, but also creates big waves in the company, as well as in the relationships of the characters. Hope, who has always been known as the keeper of family values and stability, suddenly becomes one of the people in power in the company. Carter, who is known as a talented and trustworthy lawyer, now becomes a key figure in Forrester. The two leading has created a strong wave of opposition, especially from Ridge. Ridge cannot accept losing power to Hope and Carter. With a fierce personality and strong family protection, Ridge has tried to find a way to fight against this change. He hired Justin, a lawyer he trusts, to work against Carter and Hope, hoping to turn the tables. However, Ridge's plans did not go as smoothly as he expected. In a tense conversation, Justin informed him that Carter had all the legal paperwork to take the position, and that there was no evidence that Carter had deceived them in signing the contract. Justin's words angered Ridge, but he did not give up easily. The failure to overthrow Carter made Ridge's anger even more intense. Not only was he disappointed that he could not regain control, but he also felt betrayed by the people he had trusted. Ridge could not accept that an outsider like Carter could rise to a high position in the company he had built. Ridge's anger reached its peak when he went to Carter, hoping to confront him directly. However, when Ridge arrived, he was blocked by security, not allowing him to enter. This only increased Ridge's anger, as he felt insulted and disrespected. Not giving up, Ridge decided to continue to monitor Carter. When he saw Carter and Hope leaving the building together and getting into the car, Ridge lost control of his emotions. Determined to protect Forrester from Carter and Hope's control, Ridge stepped on the gas and headed straight for their car. For a moment, everything seemed to happen too fast to stop. The violent collision between the two cars made the situation catastrophic. A horrific accident occurred when both cars immediately burst into flames after the collision. Hope, despite being severely injured, still tried to crawl out of the burning car. But while she was fighting to escape the fire, luck was not on Carter and Ridge's side. Carter and Ridge were not as lucky as Hope. Both were trapped in the burning car and could not escape in time. A heartbreaking scene occurred when both of them burned to death in the tragic accident. Carter's departure would leave a big gap in the plot. This incident is not only a huge shock to the characters involved, but can also change the future of Forrester Creations. With the departure of two key characters, will Hope have to shoulder more responsibility, or will this change be the end of the stability of the company? This will certainly open a new chapter full of challenges for the remaining characters in the film. This accident will leave a profound impact on all the characters. Although Hope is lucky to survive, but will certainly have to face mental and physical consequences. She will have to face questions about her leadership at Forrester and whether she can continue to run the company after this incident. Will Hope have the strength to overcome the difficulties when the relationships in her family and the company are disrupted beyond repair? Meanwhile, the remaining characters such as Steffi, Thomas, and Liam will have to face this huge loss and find a way to continue in a chaotic environment. Ridge and Carter are gone, but their decisions will continue to impact Forrester for years to come. A dramatic and tragic twist is coming next week, as Sheila finds herself at the center of a major storm in the story. While events involving Hope and Carter are taking place at Forrester, a dangerous and tense situation is unfolding at the hospital where Finn faces a bigger challenge than ever. Not only is this story shocking with the presence of death, but it also raises questions about the direction of the show going forward. Are B&B trying to get rid of Sheila to bring in a new character? Or is this just a twist in a long-running battle? The story centers on Sheila, who has been an integral part of the series as a cunning and scheming villain. But this time, Sheila is no longer in control. She is hospitalized in critical condition, leaving everyone worried. Sheila suffered a relapse of her heart disease, and this time the heart attack was much more serious than the previous ones. It was known that Sheila always carried medication to treat her heart condition, but this time there was an unexpected factor. An unexpected detail appeared when Remy, an employee working at the restaurant, provided important information about Sheila's condition. According to Remy, Sheila did not bring her heart medication when she left the restaurant before her heart attack. This made her condition much more serious. Without medication and not being able to handle it in time, Sheila fell into an extremely dangerous state. Remy was not only a witness, but also the one who made the story tense when he revealed Sheila's lack of caution in managing her condition. Finn had no time to rest when he had to take over Sheila's emergency case. Being a good and experienced doctor, Finn immediately took action to save Sheila. However, when faced with this dangerous situation, Finn realized that Sheila's heart attack was much more serious than he initially thought. He did everything he could, taking the most timely emergency measures, but unfortunately, Sheila seemed unable to survive. After tireless efforts to save her, Finn had to break the bad news to Deacon, who certainly could not believe what he heard. Deacon was completely shocked when Finn announced that despite all the emergency treatment, Sheila had died before arriving at the hospital. This was a shock not only to Deacon, but also to those around him. Finn still could not believe his eyes when faced with Sheila's death. However, this situation also opened up a big question. Is Sheila really dead, or is this just part of an elaborate game? Since Sheila reappeared on The Bold and the Beautiful, she has caused a lot of trouble and turmoil for the main characters. Sheila has always been a controversial character, a villain who constantly creates challenging and dangerous plots. However, with this situation, fans cannot help but wonder if this is the time to remove Sheila from the story, and whether B&B will bring in another character to replace her. Sheila is too familiar to the audience, and maybe the show is looking to create a big twist by replacing an old villain with a new face, to continue to refresh the script. However, there is also another possibility that Sheila may not die immediately, and the story will continue to revolve around her resurrection or another plot. Removing Sheila will make viewers regret, but also create opportunities for other characters to step up in a completely new storyline.